Welcome to Tamer Bowling Video Ball Reviews.
We need your support, so if you like what we do, please support us by joining our Patreon page.
Visit our partner pureatbowling.com and use the special code TAMER when making a purchase to be entered into a monthly drawing. I want to thank Limerick Bowl for their support. If you're in the area, don't forget to visit Limerick Bowl in Limerick, Pennsylvania. Alright, Tamer Bowling fans, today we have the new Storm Allroad we're testing on a medium house shot and the 2019 PBA Viper pattern. First impressions, you feel it churn with good front and mid lane control while still having a good rounded back end shape. The Allroad looks like a legit benchmark. For value, I give it an A. These inverted FE2 core balls have always been great benchmark pieces, and there have been some ups and downs in terms of different cover stock variations, but this one just seems to work, making this a pretty high value in my eyes. Overall, give it an A- on house shot, B on sport. So getting right to it, I really like the Allroad. The inverted FE2 core has been successful, as I said. It has decent length while not feeling too long, and it has that rounded, boomy move down lane. And with the NRG hybrid cover, it gets decent length but has really good mid lane traction. And what that does is smooth out the back end. It just offers supreme control. So it feels strong without feeling like the huge motor is just gonna force you to cover tons of boards or go sideways. On house, I had excellent room and forgiveness. It just does generate some angle, but smoothly. So miss in, and it's the perfect high flush ball. Miss out, it's less forgiving, but still very readable. There's a definite limit to the angle the ball can create. So you can see a small 2-in-1 move where I try to open up the angles a bit, and I promptly 3-7-9. It's there, and then it's not. However, the space I can play in is generally wide enough that I felt supremely comfortable not only hitting the pocket, but carrying. You just want to keep the angles a bit shallower and you'll be rewarded a ton. Bryan was next, and he had a pretty easy time finding the pocket with carry. The thing that was noticeable was that despite the ball leaving the deck in all different ways, and it struck almost all of them, and there just seemed to be good energy at the pins. Bryan has wanted to like the Hyroads over the years, but has found limited use as they play relatively weak for him and are a bit niche. He wasn't expecting much given that background, as well as finding the NRG hybrid cover balls like the Physics and Supersonic just too much traction with not enough punch down lane. But with that said, he was pleasantly surprised to have a pretty good look with the Allroad. He felt like it was what he called a little weaker side than he anticipated from previous experience with his cover, which meant being more direct. However, the cover to core combo seemed quite effective, allowing him to take advantage of that more direct line and getting more angle through the pins. He also saw that tug in would hold and carry. Additionally, he tried the slow looper, bouncing it out to the friction, and the ball recovered quite well, and all good things really. Bryan used the phrase, it's not fancy, but knocks down all 10 pins. Compared to the original Hyroad, you could see it's so similar, but you could just tell that little bit of a cleaner look. So if you're using the more rounded shape, it gets more angle down lane, and the more direct, it's a little slower. So we ran a quick battery of testing on the 36-foot 2019 PBA Viper pattern. This is a heavier volume pattern, which means you need some teeth through the fronts with some down lane angle control. What was interesting is that the ball was quite angular down lane on this pattern for me. So while it was really didn't struggle to feel like it had traction through the heavy volume in the front at all, it also had lots of down lane angle, and I could see this ball working better on sport patterns that are medium or longer, where you won't feel like it quits but still offers control. For Bryan, he was probably as comfortable as you can get on this tough, pretty flat pattern. Not that it's easy, but it offered reasonable control, allowing him to be straight through the lane with a smooth arc down lane through the pins. Final thoughts, in the end, this looks like it's going to be a very versatile piece. This is a perfect type of ball to cover that over-under wall that's now seemingly the standard for house shots. It has enough traction to be used in the oil. It has enough smoothness that you can keep your angles more closed. Play this one more directly relative to your game, and you'll be rewarded with excellent pocket control and pretty good carry.
安迪都带有多带们做零爆 review